Welcome back. Trading the DAX here in the morning. In about 1 minute, I'm allowed to take a trade. I'm glad I did not took any positions here because there was no really progress to me, and I saw that coming. We went up, got rejected again at 300, sold back again as you can see right now. For me, I'll take a long above 310. I'll take a short if we can break below 290. But let's see here. We need to give the market some time. To me, this looks very weak, but it could rally, and then I'll just go with the flow. So overall, lows for the DAX of 127. Went back to highs of almost 400, but we did not break above the overall highs of 480. It's interesting to see if the market's going to push above that 310 and actually going to hold, because it looks like we have a break above and we have an opening range breakout. Let's see. Low price action. We have some news coming in, but yeah, there's not a lot going on today. Market is still weak. It's not showing any progress, and that's why I did not trade today at 9, and I went in later because I want to see if this is gonna give us some signals for long within a couple of minutes, or it could also be a short. Interesting. So we went up, pushed a lot of shorts out, and then we are getting back in here. Not a lot of progress here so far. Bad price action, that's the only thing I can say. That we should be a little careful here. We have some no progress bars. We have some market that's trying to go up, but really not doing anything. If this is going to push back, I might consider going for a quick short. So if this is going to push back to 300 or 296, I am consider going for a short. Last time we sold off back to here, and we pushed right back to 93, and then we sold off to 266. That pattern can happen again. It could also happen right now. So for me, it's a short zone. Everything above here to long. If we can break above and push above this 310 within a couple of minutes, then it's a long, but it's not really much you'd have to push. It's only like 20 points. But consolidation, Let's see, the lower week is below, and then we push right back up. Got to 92.8. But obviously, like, you don't want to take a short when it just pushed up. You want to see if it's going to continue and get rejected, and then when it starts selling off and you see it's actually at highs, then you could start consider going for a short. It's very risky right now. There's no signal for me in the DAX. Nasdaq is extremely strong. We did not break 20,000, so we're still holding. And now there might come a green bar, followed by a second green bar, and then we could push above 320. So this could be a long. It could also sell back to 250. Let's see, shouldn't be rushing anything, we should just wait for the right move. And then once we are sure, then we go in on a long or short. Wait for it to sell back, come back maybe to 260, and then we could consider going for a long. Then it might push 10 points, the stop loss is out. They might come back to here, but break below here, then that's the support. But break below it's a short. Below here is also a short. I just want to make sure I'm doing things correct and not getting in and then getting stopped right out for like no reason. Then I have to move my stop loss back, and it might push up, and then I could go for a long. So I would rather not trade here, but it could be a long. Let's see here. Haven't done anything. Waiting is also a good game. Testing you as a trader. You really don't have to trade every day, and you really don't have to make money every day. My big days come from not trading and then waiting for the right move. And right here we see no really progress, to be honest. So I'd rather not put in 500 or 1,000 contract. It makes no sense for me to go in with less. But let's see here. So we sold off. Every time we sold off, we pushed right back off. This was the old resistance, this was the old support. But overall for me, I would say we can remove many of these charts here. But overall for me, I would go along, but it's not going to be now. Wow. But I'll go long above 330. Then I might take it to 450 or 480, but haven't done anything. Looks like a quick long. 270 maybe. I'm considering going for a quick long here. I'll let you know before I do it. Could be a long at 2. 74. Let's see. I'll go in for a quick long here. It's currently trading at 74, 75. Let's see here. It could also sell below. And we saw that right there. So Nasdaq is pushing. DAX is selling off, not really showing any progress. Wow. Big push below. Didn't expect that, but it's kind of like tricky today. Let's see if it's gonna sell below to 250. Have a feeling it could sell below to 240. Wow. Move my stop loss back. I can tolerate this potential move. I can add to this long if I want to. It's not a heavy position for me. Let's see if we're getting a push. Last time we saw a push from 260 right back to 310. But it's just selling off. It is what it is. We have to accept it. Wow. Big push. Very weak market. I think it could push back, but let's see here. Could also sell off. I missed the little short here at 280, 290. Wow, it just keeps selling off. Keep going down. I missed that little one here. Will this really come all the way back to 125? That's insane. Last time we saw it from 370, it sold off all the way back. We have the same patterns here. Let's see. Overall, very weak move that I missed this one here. But DAX and Nasdaq is not really making any sense to me right now. So yes, it could come back to 23,105. It's very weak this morning. Doesn't show any progress. It might push below. It might come back to 100. I could consider shorting it. But let's see here. If it's gonna break above here, I'll go long, add more to the long. It could also sell below and then I have to cut losses. I'm afraid that this is gonna happen, that it's gonna push more below. It's very weak. My stop loss here is a little tricky because they could push it to 200. And then they could push it right back again. They could also sell it off to 128, so that's why I have my stop loss right here. Super weak. I missed that one here. Shouldn't have been trading. Wow. Big push again. Very weak market. Moving my stop loss a little bit down here. I'd like to add to this long here. It's very risky. It's not something that I usually will do, like add to a long or hold like a long for that long. I just saw something in the market here, but again, could get rejected. I'm risking like under 1% of my account. So it could sell out 1,000 points. It wouldn't really matter to me. But let's see. Very weak. No progress. Still consolidating. We went long right there. Then we saw a big red candle came in. And then we holding some support at 230. I think it's a fake support, but let's see if this is going to push it back. They went above 250, and that's the interesting part. Once we break above 260, I might move my stop loss back to 250. But let's see. Very bad price action and very tricky with these rooms here. It's not really a high probability or a good day for trading the DAX here in the morning. But I'm going to trade live later and going to trade the Nasdaq. But let's see here. I should be able to make some, but let's see here. Big push again. So this only have to rally like 20 points. Last time we saw it sold off from 310 back to where we are right now, and then it pushed right back up again. We might see the same. Be careful, it could push. I might just close this one here for 10 points profit, but let's see if it's even possible. Not super happy with this setup here. No progress, and it's very weak. It's very weak. It's gonna sell this one below here. Let's see here. I think it's gonna come down. I think it's gonna sell below. It's just a matter of time. But let's see. It could also push up. I'm holding this one here. It's very risky. Been live for the past 15 minutes. I'm not saying it cannot push to 450 again. I'm not saying it cannot push to 500. I actually think it could push to 500 today. And I'm not saying I don't want to hold it. This is just not my strategy and my niche and my edge. I'm very good at in and out. I missed that one. I saw it was a short. I planned it out. I did not took the short. I thought it would push back quick. It did not. I should have my stop loss tighter, and that would have worked. Very weak. Very weak. But 310 is not bad, or 317, but let's see. I think I'm gonna be right on this one here. In for a light long. What? So every time we kind of like we're seeing like high, low, but every time we try to push, then it's selling off. But It's just bad price action. We shouldn't have been trading this one here, and I should have been responsible. And I take the price. I pay the price. You see, like pushing right back up, then it's selling off. Push right back up, then it's selling off. It should come down to here, yeah, and then it might push. But moving a stop loss down to here and then hope for something to happen, it's not my style. So I could cut losses. I could also hold it. I'm gonna move my stop loss to here to the lows. It's just my time is not really worth it to have a crazy stop loss. And then I sit there and I just watch. Break above 265, then I move my stop loss to 247. It's a good setup for a long now. I would go long. I was thinking about adding to the long. I did not. It's not that bad. It's not a bad trade. I could like to add to it. It's just, what can I really achieve from it? Like waiting another 30 minutes to hit like 320. There's like really nothing going on today. So that's what I'm saying. Moving stop loss up again. So currently risking from 60, let's see here, risking how much? 67. So 40 points, and I could potentially gain also 40. It's not that great here. I'm not super happy with what's going on, but it's still okay. If I have followed my principle of been adding, it would be a very good trade. I did not follow my principles of going short, so I could thank myself for that. I just want to see if it's really gonna push. Currently have my take profit very close, just for a break-even trade, because I would like to go long again and take it to 350 or even higher. Moving stop loss to 249. This is where I want to short it from, and now we see a big pushback. Wow. Let's see if it's going to come back or it's just going to sell off. Very weak. So how much did we actually push? 230 to 274 for 45 points. We should see a push of 60 points. Many people have their stop losses here. It might come back. I'm not super sure if it's going to hold here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Moving stop loss down again here. It could add to this one here. It's just very weak. No progress above. It's gonna stop me out 100%. Yeah, I don't want to go short here. The price action is simply too bad for that. And I don't want to move my stop loss down. I can always make it back later when we have better price action. Because this one here is a headache. Sitting here and just watching it doing nothing. And it's just going to sell off and not really making progress above, not really making progress below. Yes, I could move my stop loss, or I could even remove my stop loss and just hold it. I just think it's too risky to not trade with a stop loss, because it could actually sell below 23,000, and then I'm losing like 270 points. I can afford that. It's not a big issue. It's just there's no reason to do that. It's very interesting because it could actually be a very good trade today. I just have to figure out where the support is, and then I could add to it. I could double my position, and I could potentially take it back to 310. For me, it's okay. So I want to go short below there. I did not do that. Then I want to add to it there, and then if I've been adding it to it, then my average price would probably be something with 250. Then it went to 275. Then I could have exit, and then I could hold it, go in for a short because it's below my trend line, and then I could take it back. That was maybe the right thing to do. If I get stopped out here, I'll trade more. I'm not trying to get it back. I can just make it back tomorrow or later today. It's just very weak. They might push it. But DAX is still very strong to me. I think they want to push it to 24 before they're gonna drop it. I'm not super sure if they want to dump it, but let's see. Wow, big push down. Considered moving my stop loss back to 200. It's very unusual and it's very rare that I'm live for so long, and it's very rare I'm trading in these market conditions when I see like nothing is really going on. I can just see bad price action and bad price movements, right? They're gonna push it below 225. It's just interesting to see if they really want to push it below 200 and then sell it off, as we saw yesterday. They sold it off to 130. We saw the same patterns here, exactly the same. Strong push, strong push. They sold it off. Interesting. We're holding above 250 again. So we could create a little trading plan here. Very weak. So overall upside is around 100 points down. You don't want to be moving your stop loss down. And Bruce is in here for a stop loss, so they might escalate it and they might push it 25 points. I think it could come back to 195, and then I think it could push it back again. But there's really no volume for this, and the price action is extremely bad. You saw it yesterday. Went up to not 400, it could not, same here, and it pushed it below, support at 250, 200, and then it just sold it right back off. But every time we get back to around 23,000, they're pushing it right back up. And now we're below, Wow. Very weak. Okay, I don't want to be sitting here and taking all your time. That was a wrong trade. Nothing against it. It's just no progress and bad price action. I'm gonna hold it for now. What I think could happen is that they're gonna push it to 23,130. Then I'm stopped out, obviously at 202. That might be the support, that might be the lows, that might be very stupid. If it comes back to 280 or 290, I will close it and I will exit this. I don't think it's gonna happen. So selling pressure now, as we saw yesterday, very easy to identify. What should we do? Right now I'm just holding it, and I'll see you at New York session. I'm holding it, and I might get stopped out. Let's see here, and I could also consider adding. Okay. Moving stop loss down here. I might add to this one here. But let's see here. Okay, no more trading for me. I don't want to be sitting here, but I'm holding it. It's a loss. I'm gonna get this back very easy. It's not that hard for me to get it back. I'll just add a little bit more to it and then take it back. If it's gonna sell below, then I'm stopped out. But I have my stop loss around the lows. I think a very good stop loss for this one here is 100. But let's see. I'll keep you posted. Currently have the stop loss here. If I do anything, I'll let you know. We can always get it back later. I was against the trend, and that's what happens sometimes.